If you say that you believe in God and you also say that you believe somebody died for your sins, that means that you don't actually believe in God. There was a law established by God himself when the children of Israel said that Moses was taking too long to come off of the mountain from talking to the Almighty. So they went and made themselves a golden calf to worship. So this is when this law was established. Exodus chapter 32, starting at verse 30. The next day Moses said to the people, "You have sinned a great sin. But I will return to Yah Almighty on the mountain. Perhaps I will be able to obtain his forgiveness for you." So Moses thinks that he's getting ready to go up to Yah Almighty and ask Yah Almighty if he can pay for the sins of the children that started worshiping the golden calves. So Moses returned to Yah and said, "Oh, these people have sinned a great sin and have made themselves gods of gold. Yet now, if you will only forgive their sin, and if not, then blot me out of the book you have written." So Moses is saying, Yah Almighty, forgive their sin. If you don't forgive their sins, then blot me out of the book. Moses is trying to take accountability for something that he didn't even do. And Yah Almighty replied to Moses, "Whoever has sinned against me will be blotted out of my books. And now go lead the people to the place I told you about, and I assure you that my angel Enoch shall travel ahead of you. However, when I come to visit these people, I will punish them for their sins." So y'all like, Moses, you tripping. We need to establish this law right now. You are not about to take accountability for somebody else's actions. I am not about to punish you for someone else's sins. They need to take accountability for their own sins. Here's a story in 2 Chronicles chapter 25 where a king did not punish the children for their father killing his father. Verse 4, however, he did not kill their children, but followed the command of Yah Almighty written in the laws of Moses, that the father shall not die for the children's sins, nor the children for their father's sins. No, everyone must pay for their own sins. In Ezekiel chapter 18, starting at verse 20, this is the law that's established that's saying that you have to pay for your own sins. No one can die for your sins. The one who sins is the one who dies. The son shall not be punished for his father's sins, nor the father for his sons. The righteous person will be rewarded for his own goodness, and the wicked person for his own wickedness. But if a wicked person turns away from all of his sins and begins to obey my laws and do what is just and right, he shall surely live and not die. All of his past sins will be forgotten, and he shall live because of his goodness. These few verses are telling you no one can die for your sins. It's also telling you that the Most High did not send someone to die for your sins. It's also telling you that if you turn from your sins, that he is the one who wipes your sins away. The law was reiterated in Deuteronomy 24, verse 16. Father shall not be put to death for the sins of their sons, nor the sons for the sins of their fathers. So whatever your sons do, that don't have nothing to do with you. Whatever your fathers do, that doesn't have anything to do with you. It says, every man worthy of death shall be executed for his own crime. If you do the crime, you do the time. Yah Almighty restated this again in Jeremiah chapter 31, starting at verse 29. The people shall no longer quote this proverb, children pay for their father's sins, for everyone shall pay for his own sins. The person eating sour grapes is the one whose teeth are on edge. And then the Most High goes to state, the day will come, says Yah Almighty, when I will make a new contract for the people of Israel and Yahudah. So there is no new covenant yet, and there is absolutely no redemption power in Jesus' death. He died because he was a sinner, if he ever existed.